Hey guys, we've had a good lazy day today. The last of the jet lag is pretty much gone now, and we've adjusted to the heat quite nicely. We had some pretty good heat in Canada this year. It's a little bit on the coolish side right now, which is nice. No need for aircon. The typhoon that went through, we were watching the path there, guys. When I said on my last video, meh. A lot of these typhoons really aren't much. You really have to watch where the path is. So last year, when we were watching Odette, we were watching really close. And if you remember our videos from last year, we got out of there. We hopped on a plane and we came up to Angeles and hunkered down with our friends for a bit. And that's the key here, right? I mean, really, why ride through it? You know, there's a lot of things that you can do, go take a short holiday, etc., etc. And yeah, you do have to track them, and so we did. We watched the satellite images and everything, and we knew that it was going to be skirting us. And it wasn't one of these mega super typhoons that Odette turned out to be, right? Where pretty much, you know, devastated Bohol and Cebu City direct on, right? And that was even though where we were living, you know, in the San Ramijo Bogo area, quite a ways further north, you know, those side winds can be pretty wild. But to give you an idea, the typhoon and the wind kind of went over us. The wind speeds over Angeles dropped to about 120 kilometers an hour. And the rains really never came until after the winds were over. So when I looked at the tracker, it turned out that the center of the typhoon was sitting off the coast heading towards Vietnam, and then we got the heavy rains, okay? And yeah, it was pretty wild with the amount of rain. But again, the devastation is that classic stuff, right? I mean, where's all the lightweight housing? A lot of it's along rivers. And so, you know, because the land is free and accessible and nobody's going to push you around because it's prone to flooding, right? So, but in Angeles proper, we didn't see anything. I mean, barely even shaking of the trees that, you know, where limbs were breaking or anything like that. We just never saw anything. As a matter of fact, most of people were doing trimming on purpose because it scared them a little bit, right? Now, Angeles, to give you an update there, you know that I promote Angeles a lot as a town to come to get your feet wet and to have enough expats around you. So we went off to SM yesterday and they've finished their big expansion. They've also got a number of stores open now in the tech buildings, which a lot of the BPOs, which are, you know, call centers and stuff, that's, you know, well underway now. It's all open as far as walking around. And at SM, there's a Subway restaurant now. There was one in Ayala, Marquee Mall, but now there's one in SM Clark as well. So there you go, good update for us to see what's been happening in Angeles. And, you know, everything here is just full steam ahead. It really is. And as John has been noticing, because we had to go deal with the condo, one of the routers, John used the word reset. The guy knew enough about a router. He thought, oh, I know there's a reset button on there. And of course he canceled all the passwords on the router or modem, and we're using it as a router. And so we had to go in and reprogram the modem. And John's going to make sure that everybody knows if you need to, you cycle the power. Just unplug it, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and plug it right back in again. That's how you reset these things after a power outage. They can get locked up, right? Anyway, so there we go. Lynn and I have got our driver. We've got our new flight for tomorrow. So today was a bonus day in Angeles. And tomorrow we take our ride down to Manila. Flights right now are just not very frequent out of Clark and massively more expensive. So we are heading down to Manila and then we will fly to Cebu from there. And we will be getting there early enough that we can go off to Wilcon and quickly take pictures of all the different size windows and doors and the prices, of course. And then we can compare that to City Hardware, which just opened up in Bogo, and we can compare up the prices relative to delivery, right? So if it's a little bit more expensive, so be it, as long as it offsets the end result, which is that delivery charge. Yeah, don't know what else to tell you. You know, weather right now, I would say, is very much like it was when we left Canada. A little bit balmy. You know, we're getting 12-hour days right now, which is, you know, that's the equinox in Canada, so getting 12-hour days there too. Okay, guys, later, Gators. Hey, and don't forget to subscribe and like, because our house build starts really soon, and we will be doing videos every day and adding in local stuff as well. But the primary focus will be to get that house built toot sweet. First up, electric. Get that power pole put in. Okay, later, Gators. Bye now.